Hi, my name is Denisse Monge, and I'm here to kind of let you know about today and all the energy that I'm feeling today. So today is a beautiful day. It's 11/11. If you know what that means, 11/11 means manifestations coming true. And that's why we have a day of manifesting. So you might hear a lot of mystics on the internet, or kind of just even yourself wondering and tapping into, man, I really have a heart's desires today. So before we get into it, I kind of want to talk about what prevents us from allowing ourselves to manifest what is already here. One of my teachers is always saying that once we have this prayer, once we have that thought that we want to invite something into our lives, it has already appeared in our lives. But we have things that within ourselves that we have to still work through. So I'll give you an example. So as many of you know, I'm launching a new project called Spirit Portraitures. And in that project, I had seen it maybe a year ago when I was meditating. I had seen it in my mind, had seen how it was going to happen. And I had a lot of doubt, a lot of doubt that I wasn't the right person to bring this into fruition. So I sat with the idea of having this project come into my life and knowing that, you know, what in me was feeling unworthy of allowing myself and spirit to guide me to create this project. And it was a lot of past experiences, a lot of old stories that I told myself that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy enough, that no one was gonna like my things, that no one was gonna like my projects, that no one was gonna buy my products, or that I had nothing to offer. A lot of unworthiness. So I sat with it for a year and I started really looking at that unworthiness. Where did it stem from? Did it stem from childhood? Did it stem from, past, whatever that past experience was that kept me in a lower vibration thing kind of situation. So as I sat with it, I realized that yes, things have happened in my life that kind of, I've faced a lot of rejection. I faced a lot of not feeling secure about the work that I was making. But I have reached a point in my life that I'm like, okay, well, I'm ready to not play small, to take this insight that I received during meditation and see what happens, like run with it. Like, why would spirit choose me to have these dreams, to have this insight, if I wasn't the one that was going to create, if I didn't have something to offer? And I want to come back to that word, offer. All of us have something to offer the world, offer ourselves, offer our family, offer one another. Your job is to get clear and get honest with yourself. What is it that my purpose is here? What am I meant to do in this lifetime? What is something that's going to bring me ultimate joy? And your joy matters to all of us, that all of us in this earth, that if you're happy, you're going to create happiness. You're going to, happy people just allow other people to be happy. And that's the reality of life. So one of the questions that I would ask you, there's a lot of questions that I would ask, but one of the ones that I will ask is, what is it, maybe who was the first person that told you you weren't good enough, or you weren't talented, or that you didn't have anything to bring, or put you down? Maybe you want to get clear on who that person was in your life. And it could be, multiple people can come into your life, and you can have that moment of, man, a lot of people kind of told me that. And then you want to forgive them, because forgiveness is ultimately the think of it like all of a sudden we're like handcuffed to this person or the situation that damned us of an unworthiness or our fear. And once you have that moment of forgiveness, it's like it's like drinking water when all you've been drinking is coffee. It's like it just like allows you to, your body just gets quenched, it gets hydrated, it's able to be in this power. So forgive that person and forgive yourself for the times you didn't believe in you. Write down what you would like to see from yourself. What is something that you know? Everybody has something. So what is something that you know, man, I'm ready for this to happen for me right now. I'm ready. And tell yourself every single day when you wake up in the morning, if not you, then who? Because that's going to allow you to step up to the plate and see who you want to become. See it. You deserve it. You're ready. Go for it. Risk it. So we're going to do a small meditation to close this kind of thing in. And close your eyes and place your hands at your heart. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, breath out. One more just like that. Inhale. And clear it out. And slowly begin to rub your hands. And then find complete stillness. Gently move the hands away from one another. Find your hands at the crown of the head. Right in that sweet spot of allowing yourself to just feel your own touch, to feel that you are here in this moment. And we set that intention to connect to Source, to connect to our higher self as we enter our space of meditation. Knowing that Source has a plan for you that is guiding you. I want you to whisper to yourself, I am open to receiving. And then slowly let the hands begin to cup the eyes. And notice maybe there's a color, a light. And acknowledging that our eyes are closed, we're opening up the eye that sees within. The eye that sees our desires, our fears, our doubts. Tapping to that intuition and to that insight that you truly know what you are meant to do in this life. I trust my visions. I trust myself. And then slowly let the hands begin to slide down to the base of the throat, right in the collarbones. Listening and making that promise to listen to yourself, to speak nicely to yourself, to communicate with yourself like someone you love. Let the hands slide down to the heart. I trust the wisdom of my heart. The desires that it has for me are ready to come into my life. That I acknowledge rather than hide away from fear, doubt. I step into the fire that lives within. And slowly let the hand slide down to the belly. Let the left hand find the pit of the belly. Let the right hand find the upper belly. Just breathe into your body. Take a big inhale. And a deep exhale out the mouth. trusting that we have the confidence, that we have the ability to create the life that we want to live. Just hold space for yourself. Tell your body, thank you. Tell your soul, thank you. Tell this life, thank you. And gently let the hands find the thighs. Bring the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Keep the eyes closed. But envision yourself here in this moment, wherever you're at. Light shining down on your hands. That your hands have the ability to create, to make your visions, your heart's desires tangible. They're that human touch. And I want you to just receive light and love, that you are worth it. Light, love, healing. When you're ready, we'll bring the hands towards a prayer. We'll acknowledge our time together. And we'll close it out. Namaste. I'm going to pull one tarot card, and this is from the Fountain Tarot. It's one of my favorite tarot cards, and just kind of seeing the energy of today's session before we close out fully. This is one of my favorite tarot cards. My roommate actually got it, and it just speaks to me. I hadn't, before, I feel like I hadn't been able to read. I read tarot, but not as good as I read with this deck, if that makes sense. And we're just gonna see what it pulls out. So I'll do a small card for the day, setting that intention, that light and love and man. Oh, you see one popped out. Oh, wow, beautiful. The card that spoke is strength. So whatever you're going through in your life, this card speaks to you that have strength and persevere, and know that you have the power to really just own it and control, like have that moment to not control, but like you have the power to own your destiny. So thank you so much. Namaste.